right, welcome back. Yoruba leaders say no to one Nigeria seek independence of Yoruba nation. All right, the news in details. Hundreds of Yoruba loyalists under the aegis of a pan-Yoruba group Ilana Omo Oodua on Saturday occupied the streets of Ibadan, the Oyo state capital, seeking independence of the Yoruba nation. The group, in a peaceful rally against what they described as the prevailing injustice and biases in the country, insisted that there was no going back on the demand for the creation of the Oduduwa Republic. The protesters, which comprised of various pan-Yoruba groups and leaders, converged in front of the ancient Mapo Hall under the initiation of the leader of the group, Professor Banji Akintoye. Heavy security personnel was stationed at strategic points of the venue to prevent hoodlums from hijacking the peaceful rally. The rally, which was billed to start around 9 a.m., could not hold until about 2 hours later due to the presence of heavily armed security personnel who prevented the protesters from gaining entrance into the Mapo Hall venue of the event. Undeterred, the group later converged in front of Mapo Hall, where the protesters declared that the Yoruba nation has had enough of the burdens of the marriage of inconvenience in the country. Alright, and then as it is, according to some of the protesters, the agitation for sovereignty followed the claims by the various actors of the groups that the Nigerian constitution had not been effective in the smooth running of the country's affairs. Alright, and then among others, they listed alleged ethnic imbalance, lopsided appointment into public offices, insensitivity of the present leadership of the country to the increasing waves of banditry, kidnapping, raping, and killing of the people of the southwest region as part of their grievances. This was as they said they have lost faith and confidence in the country's leadership and electoral process, declaring that conducting the 2023 elections would amount to nothing but an exercise in futility. One of the notable leaders of the rally, Basharun Kunle Adesokan, was emphatic in his conviction as he noted that it was time for the Yoruba race to have a country of its own. Alright, and then as it is, he said Yoruba have suffered enough. We are not in support of the 2023 elections. We are telling the politicians not to contest. They should not contest in order not to waste their money, because we will not allow all Yoruba to participate in the election. While holding a press conference shortly after the rally in his house at New Bodija, Ibadan, Professor Banji Akintoye said having allotted a total of 120 days to the two tiers of government in Nigeria for consultations and engagement with the issues raised by the NENA's constitutional force Majueru proclamation of December 16, 2020. The group has declared a 120-day period of consultations commencing April 17, 2021 with the people of the Alliance territories, with dedicated sessions for various segments of the Nigerian and the international community. Professor Akintoye, who is the chairman of Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, whose address was read on his behalf by Otumba Shade Olukoya, Treasurer Ilana Omo Oodua, and Chairman Steering Committee of NINAS, said NINAS offers the framework for activating this de facto governance imperative, which begins with providing clear directions to our traumatized peoples and relating to the international community on their behalf. Ninas knows and then hereby alerts the people of the Alliance territories that the mad rush of the Caliphate and its agents across Nigeria to drag Nigeria to another round of national elections under the 1999 Constitution is informed by the Caliphate's depression to somehow resuscitate that constitution, in the sense that if instead of taking down the 1999 constitution forthwith, which is well now with the constitutional force majeure, will the alliance go for elections under that constitution, we will invariably give a fresh lease of life to that constitution. Whereas if we compressing on as we are already doing right now by rejecting further any national elections, 2023 in particular, under the 1999 constitution, the constitution will be dismantled. All right, and then that constitution will be dismantled, decommissioned, and then petitioned inside the first half of 2021, paving the way immediately for transitioning referendums and emergence of successor constitutional arrangements. All right, and then onto this, it continued by saying that having allotted a total of 120 days to the two tiers of government in Nigeria for consultations and engagement with the issues raised by the Majora Proclamation of December 16, 2020. NINAS hereby declares a 120 days period of consultations commencing April 17, 2021 with the people of the Alliance territories, with dedicated sessions for various segments of the Nigerian society, the diplomatic community, and the international community. All right, let it be known that upon the completion of this first final round of consultations, mid-August 2021, should the demands of the constitutional force majeure CFM remain unaddressed, NINAS shall proceed most expeditiously with the activation of reconsideration of allegiance to the repudiated 1999 Constitution and commence processes of the orderly interment of that Constitution within the context of the self-determination imperative for the constituent nationalities component of Nigeria. All right, and then onto this, a lot has been said, and then a lot of people have been of the opinion that wow, this is a great one, and kudos to the organizers. And then they have been saying that Odua Nation continues. We are solidly behind it. All right, and then that has been it on this one. Meanwhile, let me have more take from you on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.